Hello, my fellow gardeners. How are y'all doing today? This is a continuation video. I'm doing a video every week on the progress of the self-watering growing containers. They are less than $9 a piece. You can get them at Home Depot and at Walmart. Actually, today I saw them. They are 27-gallon containers and they cost a little under $9. The brunt of your impact on your wallet will be on the soil. I did choose a more expensive medium made by Miracle Grow, but it's their top of the line premium soil. It costs $18 a bag. It's a bag and a half per container. Just a little review of what I've said in my past videos. So, all in all, you're looking at about $27, $28 just to put the dirt into the container. I do have a video, if you look back, that shows how to make the containers. Okay, I feel like 27-gallon containers provide a lot more water and less maintenance, because the 5 gallons, I think you would still have to, with a good sized plant, have to check them every day. So what I'm growing are cucumbers, squash, cantaloupe, and tomato plants. I'm doing 2 plants per container. I have 4 containers. And I'm doing progress reports every week on these. So not only do you see someone that shows you a great container to build, but they don't show you, week by week how the plants are looking on those containers. And that's what I'm trying to do for you guys, okay? So like and subscribe and you'll get an update every week on what the video or what the plants are looking like and my journey through this, because I'd never have done a self-watering system until this year. I normally grow from grow bags, which I have previewed before here in zone 8B. The grow bags are just, they dry out very quickly. When it gets to be hot, it's almost impossible to keep the plants watered. That's my dog Rory, by the way. He's a barker. The people in the neighborhood kind of give me weird looks because of him. Sorry, Rory. Chill out, please. Okay. Now back to what I was going to do. I'm going to show you first of all, I'm going to show you the cucumbers, okay? So these are oh, there's Molly. I have a lot of dogs. Hey, Molly. She's a puppy. These are the cucumbers, and they are looking good. I told you last week that I was experiencing pretty much a lot of bad weather this week, and it was cold, wet, and rainy. And those 3 factors do bring in a condition. It's called downy mildew, and my plants did start to get that, and I will show you the symptom of that is the new growth will have a light colored leaf. There might not be any spots on the leaf. It'll just be a light colored leaf. And what happens is that fungus spreads with spores, and it travels all over the plants, and it spreads quickly. So it's really hard to get a hold of or get a hand on things unless you treat them very quickly. And I will go over the treatment that I did. I'm not worried. I got on top of this right away, but I am seeing some on the new growth. But overall, the plants are still healthy and thriving, and I've got plenty of season left. We are at April 19th right now. Once it gets to be May and June, it's going to be incredible. So the cucumbers, they're looking good. Just having a problem. The squash, I'll show you. Just leaves are, these are big squash plants. And you go down here and look. I'm growing them vertically. Well, that's Molly barking this time. I'm growing them vertically, but you'll see on this leaf right here, it's got a little bit of this yellowing, right? And that is they call it a fungus. but it's, if you Google downy mildew, you'll see pictures of it. The squash is doing good. We've had 2 mills with squash so far from my plants. And over here you'll see, more of the problem. It's kind of a real light green. It's not yellow. And the leaves are still, they're not dying. And I did put a treatment on them already to kill all the stuff. So it's going to really take about a week for me to see results from things. But I just want to share my experience with everyone else. Not everything is going to be easy. And when you're starting a garden and when you're learning how to grow stuff. So now I'll take you over to the cantaloupe. And sorry about that, sun. The cantaloupe got hit hard. And let me show you what the cantaloupe looks like. It has just really grown a lot since my last week's video. But I had to cut snip, 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 and snip, snip the tops on these. It was coming up to about here on each one, and I'm not worried at all about how many cantaloupe I'm going to get off of this, because come June and July, I'm going to have some big cantaloupe, and I'm going to tie them off on all of this, be tying them up as it climbs. And we still got, so I'm so ahead of growing where I normally am from last year. I'm not even worried. But the cantaloupe did probably was affected by this annoying fungus more than the other. Even though you can see the basil got hit too. It's a spore. The spores just fly through the air and they just spread everywhere. The one thing that didn't get hit, and I'm going to show you the tomatoes now. The tomato plants still look good. They are tough. Tomato, the species tomato, it's tough, and it's a rainforest plant. People don't know that, but it's tomatoes. They come from the zones way further south than here, and they can grow well in the shade. It's a rainforest plant to get in, that people just don't understand. That's where they originated from. So the celebrity tomatoes look good still, and I did still treat them with the fungicide that I used, and I wish I would have started the fungicide last week when I knew we were. Normally we just don't have this type of weather, and I have never had to deal with this. Okay, so these are kind of what the plants are looking like now. I'll show you what I use to treat them. Just if y'all are experiencing a lot of rain, and if it's 80-degree highs, 60-degree nighttime, and it's a lot of moisture in the air, then you're going to probably experience problems unless you're in a controlled environment like in a greenhouse or something. So this is good stuff right here. It's well worth the money. I think it was like $16, $17, but it makes 40 something gallons. And for me to treat these 4 containers, it took, and I did my other grow bag stuff too, it took a gallon to treat. So I think I'm going to have this little bottle probably for quite a number of years to help me out in the future. And now I will be on top of things next year. So I will not experience the same problem if we have a lot of moisture. And I'm going to probably just use this as maintenance in the coming years in the early spring. So let me tell you a little bit something else, okay? I am fertilizing the container, the self-watering containers, to get a 20-20-20 solution. Don't put any kind of organic fertilizer in those. Don't put this stuff in there, okay? It gets smelly. It's not worth the stink, okay? Just warning you. I grow from bags, and I'm good at it. Let me show you a plant that I'm growing right now. It's a tomato plant. Grows a cherry tomato variety, And this is what this is looking like, and this is from a bag. All right, and I'll just kind of go up here and show you. Okay, now look at those tomatoes, right? Just perfect. Perfect, perfect. Look at those. Everything is perfect with this plant. I've got grow bags down, don't get me wrong. But I work, and I can't be at home watering these things several times a day, sometimes 3 times a day in the summer when these bags start cooking in the sun. That's why I started this journey with the self-watering containers. With the grow bags, just to give you a pointer, if you are using bags along with your self-watering stuff, now you do want to use this. Use a tablespoon of this, and then a tablespoon of the 20-20-20 per gallon, and every 9 to 10 days you water it. You water the plants. You water your squash in the bags. You water your cucumbers that are in bags. You water anything you're doing in a bag, and you will have strong, healthy plants. Okay, they can withstand a lot of problems when they're not weak. You keep them strong. It's like taking vitamins for a person. You know, we stay healthy and strong if we don't have vitamin deficiencies. The same with the plant. All right, so I'm going to move and show you an update on the seeds. I've shown you. We're going on week 3 on a wildflower seed mix that I threw down. I used a sandy topsoil. Seeds break through that sandy topsoil so much easier than if you use potting soil or something like that. And I used the hoop with bug netting. I've updated it. Last time you saw the video, I just had them covered with this, right? Well, they're getting tall, and one of the flowers was coming through, so it was time to find another solution to keep those cats, those felines out of my beds, and they dig around. And there's nothing worse than finding cat poo in your hard work, and they dig stuff up. It's extremely annoying. So these are looking good. I will probably be thinning these out. You know, if you like and subscribe, you'll get updates. And but if you want to comment, yes, I will be thinning this out as I go along. But God, it's going to be so hard to figure out what to thin out, because these. I went by the instructions, and they say just to sprinkle this stuff out, you know, and I almost think that they can thin for themselves. And so I'm not sure how I'm going to thin them out, but I will have to thin out. You know, that little bunch right there is definitely going to have to be thinned out. So that's going good. Got a little miniature hoop house going on, basically. And good luck with everything. So that's the update for this week. It's a beautiful day out here. It's 70 degrees, not a lot of wind. It's been about 7 days since I made my last video. I just wanted to keep y'all posted. Like I said, I'm doing this every week, so you can see my joys and my struggles. Maybe there will be problems, but so far this container system has worked out great. And you know, here's where I water from. Okay, and it's got the little drain down there. If you go look at a video I made about a month ago, I go into detail of how to make one of these systems, and my goodness, I'm just really happy so far. So that is it for this week. Good luck with everything. Sorry this video is a little long. I just had a lot to go over. Good luck this week, gardeners. Peace out.